Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going over my indoor seed starting setup. I am technically indoor, but I'm in my unheated sunroom and it is quite cold. It actually snowed so much last night, and while everything is covered in snow, I figured this would be a good time to give you guys this video so that if you are able to go and find some of these items, you can start some seeds indoors. So let's jump right into it because it's actually pretty chilly. I would have done it in the basement, which is like so much warmer, but I wanted you guys to get a better view, and I feel like inside the basement is just a little bit too cramped. So first things first is the shelf, and the first shelf that I purchased was from Home Depot, and it was about $114 if I remember correctly. I don't know what the price is now, but for the shelf I would actually recommend that you guys go on Marketplace, maybe a thrift store, something like that, to find some of these shelves, because actually after I purchased those I found I think a shelf for like $30, and they were selling like a bunch at a time. And then I didn't purchase a lot at that time, and then I wanted some more, and I found even more shelves for like, I think it was either $25 or $35 each. So I would say if you're looking for shelves, go ahead and search Marketplace for them. So this is the 48 lengthwise, and I believe it's like 24 front to back, or no, it's 18 front to back. And this works really well for my light system. This is a Barina light system, and it's really amazing because it's LED, so it's using less electricity, and then also the way that it connects on the ends, it allows you to link as much light system as you possibly can together in order to keep them on the same schedule. So I ended up buying 3 sets of these, and each set comes with 6 individual lights, but for the shelf you want to go ahead and use 2 sets for each shelf so that the light can emit over the entire shelf. Something that I was doing in the beginning was I had the lights just zip tied at the top, and if I needed to move a plant up, I would just use what I would call like a booster, just a paper box or a cardboard box I should say, or just any small box. I think I would use even things that I would buy snacks for my kids, like the Pop-Tart box or like Oreo box, and I would use that to boost up my seedlings closer to the light. And then recently I went ahead and purchased these chains and hooks, and I've been using that as my like lever system to bring the light closer or further away from the plants whenever it got taller. So I find that that works really well. And then I have my seedling mat, which I'm going to bring up here for you. I initially was using, I think it's a 10 by 20 length mat, so it would be kind of the size of this right here, and it just was able to hold like one tray, and it was an issue because you'd have to find somewhere to like connect all the lights, and sometimes it didn't stretch long enough to be at the outlet. So I invested in this, I believe it's 20 by 48 inch long heat mat, and I'm able to then put all my seedlings that need heat on one tray, and then kind of move it out as they no longer need it. So I would also, if I am going to use a heat mat, I would just go ahead and get this large one instead of the smaller ones. Another thing that I invested in was a timer. So it's a outlet timer, so you are able to plug it in your outlet, and then it has a side that is always on. So I will plug my heat mat into the side that's always on, and that makes sure that the heat mat doesn't turn off. And then there's another side that you would use for the timer, and I would use that timer for my light system. So I really enjoyed that. You could put it on a 12-hour off and on schedule or 16 hours, whatever you need to do. Before I had that, I would have to remember to go and turn off the lights. I had like a little alarm on my phone, which was fine, but I find that having the timer and not having to worry about it was a lot easier for myself. I didn't have to think about it so much. Another thing that I invested in for my system were these thermometers, and as you can see, it is now 33 degrees in here, which is freezing. But I use those for indoors just to kind of see what the temperature is, and I found them invaluable when I would put my little greenhouse outdoors when I'm hardening off my seedlings. Sometimes you put them in there and the temperature is just fine, and then it starts heating up and suddenly it's like 100 degrees in there. So you can have this set up where it alerts you. You have it where you could check it from your phone. So I would go ahead and invest in one of these. I would also, if you don't have a fan, I would go ahead and add a fan to your system, only because it helps strengthen your seedlings. It also helps to keep moisture level a little bit low, and it helps to keep those seedlings kind of ready for the environment that they'll be facing outdoors with little wind and all of that good stuff. So if you don't have a fan, I would also invest in that, but I have gone a couple years without using it. Take one of your stand fan if you already have those, or you could get those small clip-on fans and add those to your shelves for your seedlings. That is pretty much it for this video, guys. It's pretty quick, pretty simple, nothing too special, and it is very budget friendly. So I am going to cut it here because I am freezing, and of course I'll put some links down in the description. I hope you guys are having a wonderful growing season so far. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment below what you are currently starting indoors. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.